With the Three of Cups and the Princess of Cups, you could be receiving news around a collaboration with another on a creative project, or you could be receiving news that you have secured a new job. If you have recently gone for a job interview and you have been waiting for the outcome, that you're going to receive some successful news. This is StarLink guidance, and these are messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising for the month of May 2024. Please take what resonates and discard the rest. So I'm going to begin firstly by pulling an oracle card from my Butterfly for Life Changes Oracle to see what's going to be changing for you. As I'm doing that, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what's going to be happening during the month of May. Now, on May the 2nd, we're going to be experiencing Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of power, death, rebirth, transformation, the occult, other people's resources, and also our psychological intuition. It's going to be retrograde in the sign of Aquarius that deals with humanitarian groups, social groups and causes, individuality, revolution, and innovation. So we're going to be, during this particular time, you may be reflecting upon the themes to do with the groups that you belong to, the way in which you may be using social media. You may be looking at imbalances of power, maybe a theme that may come up for you. And also a way in which you can utilize your own power to benefit the collective or provide a service that benefits the collective. You may also be rising the way in which you utilize your resources. So you might be looking at more innovative ways in how you manage your money. With May the 7th, we're going to be experiencing a new moon in Taurus. Taurus is the sign that deals with second house themes of assets and our values. So it deals with the core values that we hold, and it also deals with our earned income. So this may be a perfect time for you to set intentions around or develop a plan around either a new career, or potentially investing in a business, or maybe indulging in a creative pursuit, or maybe focusing on incorporating more self-care practices into your daily routine. On May the 15th, we will also be having Mercury in Taurus. So Mercury moving into the sign of Taurus means that the ideas, the communication, and the way in which we run our day-to-day life is going to have more of a practical, tangible approach to how we complete our tasks. So we will feel a lot more empowered to not only take action, but to make sure that the ideas that we have are a lot more grounded and practical. On May the 20th, we'll have the sun moving into Gemini, and Gemini deals with our learning. So there may be some themes around how we can engage in more intellectual pursuits. Some of us may be looking at courses of study. Some of us may be looking at developing a new skill. Some of us may be also looking at how we can utilize our online platforms, potentially for learning or for work, or essentially looking at using our social media platforms to be able to align with groups and individuals that hold similar values to ourselves, that will enable us to move towards a greater level of growth. And on May the 23rd, we'll be experiencing a full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius themes, because it's the sister sign of Gemini, is going to be looking at expansive, bigger picture thinking, ways in which we can have more exploration within our life, ways in which we can have more adventure, ways in which we can live more meaningful and pursuing things that are more in alignment with the either religious beliefs or philosophical beliefs that we hold. Okay, so let's see. What's the biggest sort of change for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising during the month of May? Ooh. So we've got two cards that have come out. We've got grief work. We also have decisions. So this is very clear to me. There is something that you need to let go of or relinquish. For some of you, my condolences. This could actually be an actual literal passing of somebody close to you. So condolences to you and your loved ones. But I feel like grief work with decision means that there's something that you actually need to let go of. Something has gone past an expiration date that you are consciously aware of, that you need to move forward from. This could be with regards to a work situation. This could be with a living situation. We've got moving at the base of the deck, or this could be with regards to a romantic situation. Take it how it resonates, but there is something that you need to walk away from. You need to make the decision, but at the base of the deck, you're being told to move. So that means move on a decision, make a decision, choose to walk away from something. Grief work usually to me represents endings. So something needs to come to an end. There is a cycle that needs to be closed out in your life in order to create space for new things to come in. Okay, so I'm going to use my Astro Oracle deck. Okay, so messages, most important messages for the spiritual, emotional and material development of Capricorn for the month of May. What is it that Capricorn need to know? Okay. We've got first house. We've got Gemini. We have Quincunx. We have the 10th house. Okay, this is very clear. I'm gonna just show the bottom of the deck. I do apologize if there's noise in the background. I think there's some sort of work going on somewhere in my building. Okay, we've got 7th house at the base of the deck. Some of you, this grief work and this decisions that needs to be made is in relation to a business contract or a partnership that needs to be terminated. So this could be a contract of employment or a business partnership that needs to come to an end. For others of you, this grief work with decisions represents the ending of a relationship. This could be a romantic relationship that needs to come to an end because it is no longer in alignment with who you are or who you are becoming. So this is what's changing, the ways in which you are relating to other people. Now, we've got the first house here with Gemini and Quincunx, and we've also got the 10th house. I definitely feel that as you have grown with the self being here, you're being encouraged at the moment to put yourself first, to care for yourself, to make sure that you focus on doing the things that give you the most amount of happiness, joy and pleasure during this particular time. It is Taurus season. Now, you're also being told to make sure that everything that you do with regards to not just your outward appearance, but what it is that you are actively pursuing goes with or aligns with your philosophy. This is a point in which you are now starting to have, you may have had a revelation or an epiphany on or around the Scorpio full moon, around what you needed to let go of or walk away from. And as a result of this, you are putting yourself first, because what you are learning is that in order to have what it is that you desire, you need to have boundaries over the types of people, situations, places, and interactions that you have. So because of this, you are now even more determined and focused, and you're diligently working towards creating a new network or a new group that is more in alignment with who you are growing to be in order to create something. Some of you are in a deeply creative space at the moment. Some of you are creating a business. Some of you are actually pursuing actual artsy types of activities. This could be music production, this could be art, this could be literature, this could be interior design, fashion design, whatever it happens to be. You're starting to complete your activities with more of a creative flair. This could be creative out of necessity for some of you, but a lot of it is creative out of a way of wanting to have a form of individualized expression. What I'm seeing with Gemini here is you could be developing a new skill. You could be learning a new skill. You could be advancing in terms of going on to a course of higher education. For some of you with this Gemini energy, what I feel like you're doing is you're going to become a lot more social. You're going to be moving outside of your comfort zone, outside of your existing networks, in order to move into new networks that are more conducive of the skills, the ideals, and the values that you hold. You could be actually meeting up with people from maybe an online forum or an online network, in which you're going to be talking about how you can collaborate based on the shared skills that you have. So I feel like you're going to be involving yourself in more networking events, or attending more networking events for a business that you want to pursue, a new career that you want to pursue, or a new passion project that you want to pursue. But I feel like you're allowing yourself to be more investigative and more curious towards taking steps in meeting people that have those same sort of philosophies, values, and ideals. With Quincunx being here, there may be you need to be mindful of being a little bit what's the word? You may need to be mindful of being very restrictive on your own self. There may be times during this month in which you may revert back to old patterns, so you need to be aware of that. There may be times in which you are out of your comfort zone and that you may fear the unknown, but you need to embrace it with both hands, because actually when you start to allow yourself to be completely yourself authentically, what you'll find is that people will those that are for you will appreciate your ability to be honest and to be vulnerable when you say you don't know something. Don't feel like you have to be the all-seeing, all-knowing. You may not know something, and actually that may open up a deeper conversation between you and somebody else, in which you can gain the support that you need in order to move forward on your business, move forward on this new career, or move forward on this passion project. I also feel with the 10th house as well, you're really putting yourself out there at the moment. You're really focusing on your building a business or building a new career. You're really devoted at this time to your career aspirations. Because you are focused on your career aspirations, and because you are putting yourself in spaces and places in which you can meet other like-minded individuals, this is going to give scope for more growth in a more tangible and sustainable way, because what you're going to be doing is meeting people in the sort of upper echelons of the career or the business that you want to be a part of, and this may help for your business to flourish and grow because of these particular conversations, negotiations, and collaborations. I definitely feel like there's going to be some sort of new contract or partnership that's going to be offered, or new work that may be offered as a result of this networking. This is about you, with the Leo card being underneath this. This is about you just really being your authentic true self and really being centered in what it is that you love. When people see your passion, I feel like that's what's going to gravitate the people towards you, and then that's when you'll start to formulate a collective, and you'll then be able to start working on building this new career or this new business, or have the help or the insight or the resources for this passion project that you are working on. This is absolutely beautiful, Capricorn. I really feel like this is going to be a very good time for you to build new work relationships. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle. I also feel like you're going to be walking away from a lot of old people that you used to work with or collaborate with, and I feel like it's because they lack the level of attention to detail that you require. And I also feel like for some of them, they lack the level of professionalism that you require. And because you are now putting yourself first and you have a higher level of demand in terms of what you're wanting from your business, for those of you that are business owners, or for those of you that work within a company or an institution that may not be acting as professional as you would like them to, you're actually leveling up. You're honoring how you feel. Show me why the first house is here, please. We've got the Three of Cups. Wow. You have the Three of Cups with the Princess of Cups. As you are leveling up and honoring yourself, as you are becoming more authentically yourself, what you're finding with the Three of Cups and the Princess of Cups is you're starting to attract opportunities and other networks towards you. The people that are for you, the people that have the same love, passion and interest are actually going to be coming towards you because of the fact that you are now putting yourself in social situations in which you can network. With the Three of Cups and the Princess of Cups, I feel like you're manifesting an opportunity. For some of you that work in events, which is what I'm strongly getting from this Three of Cups here, you're going to be invited to do either christening or a wedding or some form of event. Could even be a corporate event. Christening, wedding or corporate event that you're going to be invited to work at if you are a business owner. For some of you, with the Three of Cups and the Princess of Cups, you could be receiving news around a collaboration with another on a creative project, or you could be receiving news that you have secured a new job. If you have recently gone for a job interview and you have been waiting for the outcome, that you're going to receive some successful news. I feel like with the Seven of Cups being at the base of the deck, this isn't going to be the only opportunity. So with the Seven of Cups, it does talk about you needing to be using discernment in order to find the right opportunity for you. Not every opportunity is going to be the best opportunity for you. So you need to actually be patient and not be impulsive and say yes to everything. Wait until you've got a few opportunities and then make your decision based on what is presented to you. And what I will also say, because this is Venus in Scorpio, pay close attention to the details of any types of contract so that you can find out all of the terms and conditions and weigh up the pros and cons for each contract. Okay, why is Gemini here? Why is Gemini here? Let's see why Gemini is here. Let's find out why Gemini is here. We've got the Queen of Wands reversed. Clarify the Queen of Wands reverse, please. And we've got the Death card. There is somebody within your existing network that you may need to let go of with the Queen of Wands reverse. The Sun card is at the base of the deck, and underneath that is the Ten of Swords. There is somebody that you're consciously aware of in your network that you need to actually sever ties with, because this person is actually not very good. This person may be deceptive. This person could be manipulative. This person could also be one that may have spreaded malicious gossip or slander about you in an attempt to be able to diminish your reputation. But I think that you're with the Sun being over this, I feel like you're consciously aware of it, so it's time for you to let go. With this Queen of Wands reversed and the Death card, this is about letting go of a person or a situation, but I'm getting it's more of a person that you need to let go of that is no longer in alignment with who you are. There could be a lot of competitive energy or jealousy that may be surrounding this particular connection. It's one that you are aware of, and this could be somebody that you have either been romantically involved in, for some of you, but very few, or one that you have partnered with over creative collaborations, but it's a connection that you now need to let go of. It's expired. It no longer aligns with who you are and is actually a hindrance to you moving forward. Because once you let go of the old connection, which is probably what decision's about, once you let go of the old connection, there'll be space for new connections to come in. Show me why Queen Kunks is here. We've got the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant for me, please. And we've got the Two of Swords. You have to make a choice or a decision around... You have to make choices and decisions around the values that you hold. You have to be discerning around the types of interactions, networks, affiliations, and associations that you engage in. You are being told that actually there is two ways in which you can approach a situation. You can do what it is that you've always done and get the same result, or you can move into a new direction. But you're being told, instead of doing what is the society, what's the word? I can't even say it. The normative societal method or accepted way of doing something, and actually formulate a new way. With the base of the deck, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is Mars in Capricorn. Now, Mars in Capricorn represents working hard towards something. The Hierophant can represent an institution. It can also represent faith, but this can also represent almost like a clash or a conflict between one way of doing something and another way of doing something. I feel like some of you may be coming to a point in which you have to make a choice or a decision, not only around the networks that you keep, but also around the role that you play in a particular institution or organization. And it may be that it's time for you to sever those ties as well in order to create space for something new to come in. I am going to clarify, why is the Hierophant and the Two of Swords here? Yeah, there is a new opportunity here with the Lovers card. This is about an existing partnership or an existing business contract. And I feel that you're being told that when you sever ties with a particular institution, because their traditional ways of doing things are outdated and actually creates more workload for you, and there's a new way of doing things that is more innovative, that saves time, that is more efficient because it's more automated, then I feel like you're sort of knocking your head against a brick wall. So this may be time for you to look outside of this. And I feel like if you choose to walk away from this or let this go, start to make plans for a new opportunity, start to look for new jobs, start to socialize in different circles and networks, because I feel like you're going to be successful in what you're looking for, what you're finding. For some of you, this may even be, this Chariot card talks about moving in the direction of success. For some of you, this could be an online home working role that allows you the space or the time to be able to also work on your business. With the Seven of Wands underneath it, this represents that there's going to be a time in which you're going to be expected to defend or protect yourself or work really hard towards a particular goal. But this is about persevering and continuing to move despite any types of fatigue, setback, delays, conflict that you may have. Just keep going, because you're actually building a legacy for yourself with the King of Wands. You're actually stepping into a time in which you're having greater power and control over what it is that you do, and you're moving into what your goal or your dream is. You're actually making your dream or your goal a reality. You know what you're working towards, because you're working towards something that's meaningful and purpose driven. Show me why the 10th house is here, please. We've got the High Priestess. You're being told to allow your intuition to guide you towards these new opportunities, and allow your intuition to guide you with regards to choices and decisions with regards to work. I feel like there is something that you do want to pursue, and you have been getting a lot of downloads, visions, or dreams around it. It's now time for you to understand that what you're seeing is what your higher self is telling you your purpose is. So if you've been looking for something that's more meaningful or purpose driven, you're being led towards it. With the Magician here, it's time to start making an action plan towards making your dream job a reality. Some of you can also be moving into a business, which could be some of you may be intuitive, some of you may be psychics, some of you may be astrologers, some of you may be tarot readers, and maybe the new career or the business that you're going to be pursuing is one in which you're going to be using your intuitive gift or insight to help others. At the base of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups, which is the Moon in Cancer. This is about really allowing yourself to feel Allow your intuition to lead you. Allow your intuition to help heal any subconscious parts of your mind in which you may have restrictive or limiting beliefs. For some of you, the Four of Cups is talking about the fact that you may have invested time, energy, and effort into pursuits in the past in which it's been emotionally laborious, and you've put so much into it, but you've received nothing back. Do not give up hope, particularly for those of you that have been looking for a new opportunity, whether it's a business partnership, a collaboration, or a new job. There is something coming in, something that you've been praying for, something that you've been wishing for is coming in. What I'm being guided to tell you is to continue with the prayers daily and continue with the affirmations, because these prayers and these affirmations are helping to bring the opportunity closer and closer to you. But I can see it in your etheric energy. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Psychic Tarot. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. We have awareness. So you're developing a deeper level of connection to your higher self. You're starting to operate from your crown chakra. You're allowing yourself to use the downloads to help you move forward. We've got temptation, which is the devil in traditional tarot. You are becoming a lot more aware of where you may have played small or where you may have limited yourself. You're starting to become more aware of your own programs of limitation, doubt, fear, shame and guilt. And you're starting to transcend that with the Six of Cups being here. The Memories of Love card is traditionally the Six of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. You're starting to transform and transmute any limitations that you had that posed as psychological or subconscious blockages or limitations around you pursuing. And now, because of the fact that you are freeing yourself of this, you're moving into a new direction in which you are motivated by your passions and what it is that you desire and what you love, rather than what is expected of you societally. You're doing what you want, you're putting yourself first, and you're prioritizing your healing. And you are letting go of, with the conflict in the defeat card, you are also letting go of anything and anyone or any situation that is not bringing you growth, progress, happiness, and joy. You're willing to relinquish this with this conflict and defeat. You're no longer fighting these changes on what needs to be relinquished or let go of at this particular time. In fact, you're allowing yourself to go through this because you know that when you clear this out, or you let go of either this partnership, this relationship, or this particular role, that actually something new will come in its place. And at the base of the deck, we've got suffering in silence. So some of you may be feeling this energy of fatigue, anxiety, stress, worry. It may be time for you to speak to somebody. It may be time for you to get help. You may want to seek the guidance of a counselor or a therapist to help you move through what it is that you are feeling, or allow you to process what it is that you are feeling. But I feel like all of these subconscious programs that are coming up to be healed is in order for you to move into a more stable and powerful time within yourself, because you're allowing yourself to feel, whereas before you've had to be everybody else's stability and security, and you've never really had anyone to be able to support or hold you in the way that you're able to show up for others. So now it's time for you to seek the help that you need in order to move forward. But I feel like with power reversed, you may be feeling like this may be a sign of like weakness, which it's not. Or you may feel that you're giving your power away, or you're being disempowered by actually expressing the emotions that you feel. But actually, it's really important for you, for your own health and for your growth and development, to let go of what you've been carrying emotionally and within your head. And this is actually going to set you free and set you into a new direction trajectory of what it is that you want to create for yourself. And it will allow you to have a deeper level of connection to source. And this will also, working on your subconscious by seeing a counselor or a therapist, is actually going to enhance your intuition greatly. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to close out your reading, Capricorn, with some messages from the Angels of Abundance. Okay. At the base of the deck, we've got clearing debts. You're letting go of anything that is limiting you, anything that is holding you back, anything that is heavy or burdensome, whether this is physical, whether this is emotional. You're actually taking the steps towards doing the greater level of healing, because you understand that the subconscious healing and the physical healing of your body is conducive to being able to obtain the success that you want to within your career and within your business. We have quite a few cards that have come out. We'll talk about conscious consumers. Some of you may be moving into a time in which you are becoming a lot more conscious, not only of what you are consuming physically, but what you are also consuming on an emotional and spiritual level. It may be that you're moving away from particular types of foods. You may be moving into a new diet. You may be taking on more exercise at this particular time, or more physical activities in order to build strength. I definitely feel like you may be seeking the help of a dietitian or a nutritionist in order to eat a more healthy and higher energy diet. I also feel like some of you are also being more conscious around the people, places and spaces that you give your time to, whether it's on social media, whether it is with particular networks and groups. I feel like you're actually spending more time in which you're looking at ways in which the activities or the people that you involve yourself with is going to help you to grow. You're looking at activities that are going to inspire growth. You could be listening to more podcasts. You may be moving away from watching the television or social media. Or if you are using social media, you're using it as a tool of research to be able to help you to move into this new direction. Quiet retreat is here because you are now spending time in isolation and contemplation, because you are making different choices. You are making moves in silence. And I feel like it's important for you to be able to be by yourself, so that you can really tap into your own inner voice, because you have all of the information and the answers that you need in order to move forward. But you cannot do that when you are around the outside world or around others. You need to be able to have some time for yourself. Some of you may be spending some more time in nature. Some of you may be spending more time doing grounding activities, spending time in parks or gardens. Some of you may even be spending some time doing more meditative practices. So this is all going to help for you to be able to gain the clarity, for you to be able to move towards the next steps. We've got block out distractions, which again confirms conscious consumer and quiet retreat. I actually feel like this is sparking a level of determination that you have around what it is that you are trying to build or create for yourself. And again, anything that is not in alignment with helping you to move towards the next step or achieving the next steps on your goals of what you are building and creating for yourself in terms of a career or a business, you're actually knocking on the head and you're letting go of. We've got the final card, which is cooperation instead of competition. And this is really about you understanding that you are going to have an increase in more collaborative and cooperative partnerships that are coming towards you. This is what you're actually attracting. How you are going to gain the success that you need, particularly if you're a Capricorn rising, in terms of building your finances, is going to come through the networks that you have. So the networks that you have are going to be the ones that are going to bring you the clients or the support in order to build and to grow. So this is one of the reasons why you may be having a clear out of social groups, social settings, business partnerships that may be changing right now is only to create space for the new ones to come in. So a lot of these collaborations and these partnerships are going to be ones that are going to inspire you, support you, and help you to build and help you to grow within your career and your business. I am going to pause there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read on your energy, Capricorn. I wish you nothing but love, light, health, success, prosperity, and abundance. And I'm going to see you in your next reading. Have a great month. Take care. Bye.